right, my name is SIXMAN. I'm originally from Grand Rapids, Michigan. The way I got into the game is I happen to actually be one of Grand Rapids' hip hop pioneers as far as helping usher and push our music scene at a time before Facebook, IG, Twitter, any of those things in the early 90s. We had our first regional success in Michigan with a maxi single album called Who Am I the Definition. On that particular album, it featured an early Willie the Kid before he even signed with DJ Drama. So that's how I really got into the game, ushering that Who Am I the Definition project in Grand Rapids and actually becoming one of the important artists out of the city who was helping usher and push the sound at that time. So that's how I got in and that's how we got our start. As far as music that I've released so far, we released a mixtape project called God Bless with Amsterdam DJ named DJ Game Over. Crazy project. We had a Pete Rock joint on there. We had a Don Cannon joint on there. We had a Dilla joint on there. We had a who else did we have on there? We ripped over the Slick Rick joint just on some classical stuff. I had one of my first, not my first, but my one of my big songs from being over in Amsterdam, Wiretaps. We was also pushing that song on the particular mixtape. After we put out Reconnect. Reconnect, dope album. It's one of my albums that I kind of go in between boom bap and kind of what's now, but still keep it to me without being too watered down. Then we did the Jay Dilla tribute album, I Love Dilla. Ripped over all Dilla beats. I'm from Michigan, so it was an honor and it's something that I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Just being where I'm from, it's a have to give tribute to Dilla. After that, what we got? We had a mixtape out. No, we're not even gonna go into that mixtape. We had brain freeze here. Brain freeze. We got the Grand. Before the Grand, we had Greenhouse. Greenhouse was an album that me and Tommy Van Moose did. Tommy Van Moose is a producer that you see on my Grand album a lot. We did a full project back at that time called The Greenhouse. Another tribute album to kind of like their lifestyle out there, the coffee shop lifestyle, the freedom, the legalness of things. So we did an album just kind of honoring that. Then we came with, The Grand. That's one of my most go-to albums of right now is The Grand because of the DJ premiere track with Authentic, A-Rab Music, did Breathe, Alchemist, doing the Carnal Knowledge track, Ninth Wonder on there, Dilla on there again, Static Selector, Tommy Van Moose all over there. And then we had like maybe one or two independent producers on the album, Matt Houston and Contender, who did the Maybach Dreams track. Then we got the Last King album that we put out with Super Dave, produced all by Super Dave. Another hot release. We actually took that and toured all through Europe with it, and then came back and did a couple big things here in the States. My recent release, Last King with Super Dave. About this release and the inspiration of the concepts behind the track, it just kind of happened organically and naturally. I got an email from a producer, Super Dave. He sent me one or two tracks. He had just kind of been, messing with the music and just was like, can I submit something? I was like, of course. So he submitted like one or two, and then one or two tracks was just really, really ridiculously crazy where I had to jump on it, jump into the studio, start making moves, and then I just was like, Dave, why we just don't do a whole EP together? Because these tracks is just ridiculous, and I could do real justice by this, and we can do something. So that's how we just really organically got into it. The cover had already kind of came to me from my artwork guy who had did the Grand. He kind of already had this pre-made Last King cover already made. So I was like, yo, I want that. And we just flipped it and put it into my meaning of what I was doing with the album, and boom, the album was just born. The album is hot. We got Pace One on there, you know what I'm saying? We got Flame Killer from the Infamous Mob. We got Roz Victory from over in Germany. Crazy album, crazy album. So, and Super Dave himself, have him already working with cats like Nature, Rick Ross, Black Poet, J Hood, and a bunch of other cats. It was kind of like an honor too to work with my man, just like it was an honor for him to be working with me. So that was the most organic and natural album of all. You know what I'm saying, that I've done, was like that one. You know what I'm saying? Um, how I hooked up with Super Dave, like just like I said, he had just kind of sent me an email from the Twitter. Just kind of, he was on his hustle, reaching out to different artists to submit music to. He submitted me music. I had just took it further because what I was hearing was just crazy. Um, the tour, yeah, we tour in Europe quite often. Last King summer tour with Fist Coalition it was an excellent tour, man. Because at this time I actually got to come. Like when I first came out there, I came out there as a real unknown, and I had to pay my dues, and I had to do a lot of free stuff and a lot of platforms, do a lot of stuff that the label wanted me to do, which was no problem. We was really trying to open up some things and do some things. So at this time, for me coming over 7 years later, and now I've got this authentic and this primo a joint on my back, and the Arab joint, and the Last King album out. It was a whole different feeling, a whole different vibe. It was actually cats that came out to see me. I wanted to bring Fist Coalition because they're a group from where I'm from, Grand Rapids, Michigan, and they're one of the groups that are actually putting in a lot of work. They got songs with Razcaz, they got songs with Raw Digger, they got songs with Bizarre from D12, they got songs with me. You know what I'm saying? So they really doing their thing. So I wanted to take them for their first journey into Europe ever. They've never been to Europe. For me, this was like my third, fourth time coming. So I wanted to expose them, to give them that feel of that the culture that Europe got with hip hop over there. And I thought they was, worthy of going and doing it and doing their thing, and they did their thing. We saw a couple, up and downs with different things, just, losing a few pieces of merch here and there, a couple mishaps or whatever, but that's just life. Other than that, it was a dope tour. We got to open up for Snow Goons on the Infantry tour. Shout out DJ Illegal. Shout out DJ Crip. Shout out Real Signature. Nothing but love, man. You know what I'm saying? And then we also got to open up for Smith & Wesson. Shout out General Steel. Shout out Tech. And then other than that, for the rest of the tour, it was me headlining all my shows. And we had maybe one workshop in between there. So the Last King Summer Tour was a success. We pushed a lot of merch. Got a lot of stuff floating over there. A lot of radio we did. We really did our thing for that, man. You know what I'm saying? How do I compare audiences from doing shows in the U.S. and Europe? Great question. Because this is something that I talk about a lot. And what I say is that Europe culture of hip hop is a lot better than where America's at right now. Yeah, we're the founders. Yeah, we started it. Yeah, we do all the trends and all that. Okay, that's cool. But if you want to count on who is actually holding the culture, respecting the culture, moving by the culture, and keeping to its value, would be Europe. So when I go out there, the crowd feel is 100 times different. You don't have to be so known for a cat out there to feel you. When I'm here, they feel me because I'm just lyrically dope and I demand your attention in the crowd. But a lot of people in America like to move off of what they really familiar with. In Europe, it doesn't have to always be like that. They got to know who you are too in Europe. They not just going to just let anybody come out there. First of all, you got to be dope in Europe, first of all. You know what I'm saying? And you might have to take a chance and go out there, spread your stuff out there, get known, because Europe is not getting a lot of things as quick maybe as we are. So, yeah, sometimes you might have to go over there, man, and let it be known. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I compare the audiences versus Europe and U.S. I actually like the Europe audiences a lot better. When I do the U.S. Audiences, I love that too, because that's necessary. I have to have my love from them. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? We are in everyday life together. So if you're not feeling me, then we got a real problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've lived in Amsterdam 2 years at a time back in, what was that, 2011. My experiences of living there were great. It was life changing. It changed my life. It opened my mind up to a lot of different things. I began to see things different. I began to value things different. I began to look at foods different because Europe eats a lot more healthier than we are. So there's a lot of different knacks of community, of the way everyday life moves over there, that I understand and that I had to really take value to in comparison to things that are over here. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm all about U.S. We very prideful people. There's no doubt about that. But I'm one of the one cats that I always tell cats, man, Europe changed my life, bro. It opened my mind up to a lot of different things. I think a lot different now. Europe prepped me to have the live show that I have today because I had to really step up to the plate being out there and performing. You can't just hang on because you're American or you're from this place and that place, man. You got to really bring it for them cats to really want to bring you out there and keep bringing you out there. So I learned from being on tour with Redman and watching and asking questions by being with him and asking Dice, the DJ Dice and all that, and just asking questions, man, and seeing his show and understanding this is why bookers bring you out here several times in the years because your show is dope. So yeah, man, my experiences living in Amsterdam were wonderful. Yeah, recently I performed at the A3C in Atlanta alongside Rise Kaz. Man, that shit was amazing. Why? Because he's got this book. He's got the new album out, Soul on Ice 2, classical shit from the classic album Soul on Ice. And he's got this yearbook out right now, and he's going around, and and the people who are signing it are like peers, your peers. So it could be Ice Cube, Ice T signing it, 2 Chainz signing it, Pete Rock signing it, Sky Zoo signing it, Shabam Sadiq signing it, on and 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 on. So for me to have a chance to be able to sign that man book, you know what that told me? It told me that, all right, you might not be them cats in the world's eyes right now, but evidently you're on your way because they see you, your peers see you like that. And to me, that's the most important thing. My peers see me as like, yo, that nigga, he really hold it down, he ripped. You got Razkaz, me and him in the picture holding up each other's vinyls. You got Razkaz wearing my SIXMAN hat. You know what I'm saying? You got Sky Zoo showing me love and respect from the relationship that we have. You got Elzai and them showing me respect. So to have your respect from your peers means everything. So rocking alongside with him, man, was just crazy. Being around a good friend and a good peer. And, man, make sure y'all support that Solo Nice too, man. Yeah, speaking of Sky Zoo, yeah, the Sky Zoo show was dope. That was in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where I'm from. He's on the Retropolitan tour right now with himself, Elzai, Landon Wordswell, Rashid Chappelle, Fillmore Green, 60 East. Shout out to all them brothers. So, you know, the promoters up there brought me back up there. Like I said, once again, being a pioneer from where I'm from, to do that show because I've toured in Europe alongside Sky Zoo and them as well. So it was good to be along with my peers from that angle back in my hometown, holding it down. I actually opened right before Elzai and right before Sky Zoo, and the flow and the blend of the show didn't change at all. So it was the dopest shit. I made sure Elzai and Sky Zoo got SIXMAN shirts and hats and product and everything. Great show. Mission accomplished, man. Yeah, we're dropping a new album next year. We're actually going to be dropping 2 albums next year. So we got an album that's called The Fix. And what could we expect from The Fix? So, like I said, we got The Fix coming. That's going to be produced entirely by Tommy Van Moose. He's a producer from Europe, from Amsterdam. And then you're going to have another one in the year coming called The $6 Million Man, produced by Synergy, and he's a producer from Michigan. So with the Fix album, what people can expect is, the album is sounding really boom bap. You know what I'm saying? 2-inch real grimy. But what we talking about is like, you know what I'm saying? This is my plea to, instead of always be talking like some of the old heads and hating on music that's of now or the industry or whatever, then I feel like a person should, instead of complain, do your part to fix the game. To fix whatever you think is lacking, just do your part to help fix. So this is our plea in our album, to help fix and to add something of value and of art into the market. So that's what people can expect with the fix, man. A project of art, substance of fixing a broken industry on top of grimy and hardcore lyrics. And then after that, you're going to be following through with the $6 Million Man, produced by Synergy. And it's going to be real grimy and artful as well. And you're going to really have a more, you know, a boastful six man, and my other side, and my, you know, my fly side, and my, you know, my high end, you know what I'm saying, side. It's a different side of me, you know what I'm saying? I got my gutter, I'll rob you and throw you in the trunk ass side, been broke my whole life side. And then we got another side of where we know we rich in spirit, money, and where we headed and what we going, and we fly as hell, and what we wearing, what we dipped in, and how we talking. That's the $6 Million Man. That's what's coming. Artists and producers I'm working with on the album, yeah. Tommy Van Moose is going to be doing the full project, and Synergy is going to be doing the full $6 Million Man project. Yeah, for the new year, new decade, dropping a new album. What else am I going to have planned? Just for the new year coming up is just going to be to make sure both of these albums are completed and are moving very well, and are distributed very well. Plan on touring again through Europe. We already get a couple offers and bites, and, you know, building new relationships with people. So it's possible that I'm, you know, when I drop them albums, that, you know, I'll be coming back out there to, even if it's to just do a small run, couple shows or that type of thing. We're gonna be hitting up Southwest in the next year, putting out dope videos. And expanding the merchandise, the $6 Million merchandise. You're going to see different flavors, different hats. You're going to see coats. You're going to see us expand the line with the Grew Up on Purple Tape, Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. You're going to see us really elevate that line as well. Where people can go check out my music and videos, man, it's real simple. I'm on every social media platform at The Real Six Man. The Real Six Man. SIXMAN. We on Spotify. We on Tidal. We on iTunes. We on everything. People can hit my Bandcamp up and order product directly. They can order CDs. They can order shirts and hats from my Bandcamp. That's SIXMAN@bandcamp.com. Real easy. You can order vinyl. We got the grand vinyl out right now, and we got 7-inch vinyl out of Un-American, 7-inch vinyl out on Breathe Where They Rap Music out, 7-inch vinyl out Great Escape with Pace One. Y'all can order all that at www.vinyl-exclusive.com. Scroll down, you'll see my profile. Very easy. Last going out, what I like to add is just nothing but love. Shout out to File Under Hip Hop, you know what I'm saying, for having a dope platform. Shout out to all the platforms, the people in Europe, all the booking agents, man. Make sure y'all get with me. It's very easy to book me at forallmusic@gmail.com. FOR, all music spelled the regular way at gmail.com. Shout out everybody, my peoples, Fist Coalition, Scam Music Records, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And make sure y'all just stay in tune, and y'all look out for the fix coming first. And then we got $6 Million Man coming right behind it. Shout out to Jabu. I don't know if I said that right, Miss Boo, J Boo. I hope I said that right. Hope I didn't butcher that. But much love to File Under Hip Hop. Love.